In the middleweight division at UFC 311, you got Zachary Reese coming in at 8-1, taking on Azamat Bekoev, who comes in at 18-3. This is USA versus Russia. Yes, sir. Reese, 3 inches taller at 6'4". He's 30. Bekoev, 29. Reese has a 5-inch reach advantage. We know a little bit more about Reese because he's been fighting in the UFC. He's a switch stance fighter, 5.1 significant strikes per minute, 4 takedowns on average per 3 rounds. That's more than 1 per round. But a 25% takedown defense. He's got to improve in that area. He dominated Jose Daniel Medina in his last fight by decision, beat Julian Marquez by first round KO in 20 seconds. He lost to Cody Brundage but beat Eli Aronov. Now, Bekoev, aka Kingpin, in his 18 wins, which is impressive to say the least, he's won every which way, 6 KOs, 8 submissions. So 14 of 18 were finishes. He did have 4 decision victories. In his 3 losses, he was submitted once, lost 2 by decision, but the last loss was back in 2021. Since then, he's run off 6 straight. Last one was a second round KO over Chauncey Foxworth at LFA 186. He's fought at LFA the last 4 fights, including a win over Dylan Budka. Oh boy, split decision. So this is going to be an interesting fight. Bekoev has some skills on the ground, but we also know, Reese made his way into the UFC with the armbar submission at the Contender Series. So this is going to be a highly interesting fight. One that you would expect Zachary Reese to win. But Bekoev has 21 MMA fights. This is tricky here, ladies and gentlemen. I think this is probably a tougher matchup than Cedric Dumas. Hard to say that, but it might be. I'm going to have to ride with Azamat Bekoev here. And it's a tough pick because we don't know as much about him as we do Zachary Reese. But the dude is Russian. He's got 14 finishes and 18 wins. He hasn't lost in the last 3 years. So I'm going to take a chance on him. It is a levels thing. It is a step up, but I believe he's going to get the job done maybe by submission, but more than likely, by decision. Winning 2 rounds out of 3, very close. He'll be highly motivated in a big setting, and he'll get the win and make his way into the UFC at 19-3. Well, after he wins this in his next fight, he'll get a longer contract, potentially more than just 1 fight. But, at that point, he'll be 19-3 with the win, in my opinion. Middleweight division, UFC 311.